Good evening and welcome to the Mr. Arsenal podcast. It's Sheffield United against Arsenal at 8 p.m. this evening at Bramall Lane. And with me, I've got two absolute legends of my game. So I'm going to introduce the first person. Stu, how you doing, mate? You've had a bit of a weekend, didn't you, mate? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Evening all. Yeah, doing all right, mate. Doing all right. The eye is on the mend, mate. So yeah, all good. Just on the back end of it now, but yeah, doing all right, mate. Not too bad. So yeah, looking forward to another Arsenal win tonight. All being well.
And you passed a late fitness test earlier on.
Indeed, I did, mate. Indeed, the hospital gave me the all clear.
And good evening to Joe and Charlie. How are you both doing?
All good, mate. Thanks for having us on, and thought I'd bring through the next generation as well.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah. Looking forward to this one. Looking forward to it.
And obviously, before we go into looking at the team, we just say first and foremost, a good evening to Mr. Morgan. How you doing, mate?
Goes without saying, doesn't it?
It always goes without saying, mate. Good evening to Catherine. Hope you get well. Hello. And good evening to BX Gunner as well. So keep your hellos coming, ladies and gentlemen. We are only 22 minutes away from kickoff. So what we'll do is we'll share the team lineup and kind of discuss it with these fabulous guys. So obviously go back to you, Stu, on this. Unchanged lineup from Newcastle. No surprises really.
No, it's we were briefly talking just before we joined. Just why change? If it's working, doing the job. I think it's still a choice in terms of the midfield, keeping hold of Jorginho there after some great performances of late. So, yeah, and then got that little bit of power in Havertz up front, and carrying the height as well. So, hopefully, good for the free kicks, the corners and stuff. So, yeah, set piece. So, yeah, doing all right.
I just see a little chuckle from old Joe, Mr. Morgan, the Ivan Tony Appreciation Society.
The typical Russ comment, that is.
Yeah, he's still going on about that one. I reckon when we're about 60, he'll still be going on about it.
Yeah.
You never know, mate. You might be managing Arsenal at that point.
Who knows?
Anyway, obviously, Thomas Partey's back, Joel, on the bench. That's a massive boost for the rest of the season coming up.
Yeah. Huge. Like we were saying just before we came on, it's a huge boost for the squad as opposed to sending him straight in. I think we've done the right thing. Jorginho currently in form. Don't take informed players out just because someone's come back. I think it's a case of bringing him in when needed, getting more of those training sessions, build him up a bit more, and use him when we really need to, as opposed to because we want to see him. As I say, I'm really happy with the team. I think Havertz has been superb. I think Kivior as well has really upped his game as well. I know you really like Kivior. Yeah. So it picks itself, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah, well, when you start looking at the last two away games, 11 goals scored, none conceded. You had the Newcastle, that's 15-1. It, like you said, it picks itself, don't it? Whatever he's been picking over the last few weeks, obviously barring the Porto game, but that was obviously a totally different game. But in the Premier League, we're firing on all cylinders, and you would really hope tonight that it pretty much be the same. I think the expectation's got to be that we're not going to go and beat them 5-6-0, because you start doing that, you start getting a bit complacent. But nevertheless, you expect a professional performance tonight from the boys.
Yeah. I think you've got 3 points. I think that's how you got to look at it. Regardless, you just want the 3 points, and to keep the momentum going, because we've got this game, then the Brentford, then we're back to Porto, aren't we? So it's a case of building that momentum. Really, I don't like saying any game is a given. Because it isn't. We've seen it time and time again when we take the eye off the ball. So, yeah, I think we just do the job tonight. We turn up like we do. This is the next final. You know, this is how we got to view each game. But yeah, as I say, I'm just buzzing for it.
Feeling confident then, Joel?
I'm confident that we can win. Yeah. As I say,
bring Jacka back.
How wouldn't we love to see you know, the 5 and 6 nils. We all love that. We all love it. You know, bleeding out, I wouldn't turn it away. But if we get the 1-0, 2-0 wins, 3 points in the bag. That's all that matters. It's doing what we're doing rather than focusing on what other people are doing.
Yeah, do our job, let alone, you know, worry about the rest of them later.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And
you're laughing about Xhaka.
And who's Charlie's favourite player at the moment?
Saka is the goal, you know, star boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think of the team?
It's good. I think they should be not leaving out Zinchenko instead of, because I think they should give him a chance because they're always playing Kivior really.
Yeah, I think he's only coming back. I've got a feeling he might be back for Saturday's game as it goes.
Yeah,
so
I think that's the feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, the feeling is that he might be back for Saturday, and that's an added boost as well, isn't it, Joel? With obviously Champions League coming up, I think we will see Zinchenko, if fit, playing that second leg against Porto.
Yeah, the experience will be key in that game, won't it? But as I say, these are the games. Kivior, good experience. Bit of a test because of Sheffield United, you know, they're those sort of teams, aren't they? Where they're rough and ready. They give you a bit of a physical edge. Kivior, this is a good learning game, and it's good for him. So,
and you say you're talking about Zinchenko and coming back and things. You made a good point earlier, Joel, that Kivior's been doing a really good job in terms of upping his game, looking really stellar. So yeah, I've been impressed with his performances of late, to say the least.
Yeah. I think we've seen it in the past where we've had players come in, and I think we're so quick to jump on them, aren't we? You know, especially, you know, I think we've got to give people a chance. You think when Koscielny came in all that time ago, Liam will remember because he's old, but like when Koscielny came in, he wasn't great at the start. Let's be perfectly honest. It took him a while to settle, and when he settled, he did really well. I think we need to give players an opportunity, don't we? We need to give them a chance to mould into that player, and he's very versatile as well, Kivior. So he's a good guy to have, another utility player, very similar to Zinchenko in that respect.
And obviously, just looking at some of the comments here in terms of kind of Jorginho's masterclass displays, and he's been sensational in his last 2 appearances, picking up man of the match against Liverpool and Newcastle. How key is he to firstly tonight, Stu, but also for the remainder of the season? Because when you start thinking about a fully fit Thomas Partey, a fully fit Jorginho, and a fully fit Declan Rice, when you start looking at that, there's not many teams in the league that can boast them 3 kind of players.
No, yeah, you got a lot of versatility sat in there, but that'd be something special to see, right? But it's saying if you did that, what do you do with Odegaard? Let's say you try and play them all 3 at the same time. It kind of like leaves no room, I guess, unless you change your formation maybe a little bit to accommodate something of that ilk. You know, go 3 at the back or something of that line, but. Having I think Jorginho for what we paid 12 mil for him, give or take. I think off the top of my head. I think that the experience is starting to show. Played some really stellar football. He's done a really good job. Control seems to be gelling in well. But also that experience can, pass down to some of the younger ones as well. So it's a win-win at the minute. And having that experience for a run-in, for what we paid, it's, it's well worth it.
Yeah.
A fully fit Thomas Partey from what we saw last season, kind of thing. Having him back would be great. Seeing him back in really good form again, but you just don't want to rush it, right?
I don't think there's any key to rush these kind of players back. Do you know what I mean? When you're putting the performances like we're putting on the pitch, you got the players performing like the way we're playing. I think it's absolutely ideal. I don't know if you agree with me, Joe, but I thought part of the problem last year was that we tried to rush Jesus back into the team too quickly. When at that time we had a fully firing Leandro Trossard, and then we dropped him, and then I think he lost a bit of confidence. But Jesus never come back the same player, and obviously losing William Saliba weren't a great thing to happen to us. If anything, it was detrimental to the end of the season. But when you start looking at it this year, we don't need to blood players back in straight away, do we?
No, and I think we've learned from that, haven't we? We've done it several times where we feel we have to get those players back. And as you say, like I was saying with Havertz, if you've got a player that's playing off confidence and they're playing off getting the minutes and they're doing well, keep them in there. Keep them in there. They're players that you really need. And as I say, they work off confidence and off that, sort of routine of being in the team. Like Trossard, like you were saying, if he's scoring the goals, keep the guy in there. Yeah. Keep the guy in there. He was brilliant, wasn't he, last season? Absolutely brilliant. If not one of the best signings in recent times, in my opinion, for the value of that player, the price we got him at. What a steal. When you look at, you can't really compare him to Mudryk because I think he's a different type of player, Trossard. He's so versatile. And he just wants to play football. He just loves playing football. He's got so much to his game. I think Mudryk has just gone into a really poor side. And he's been dragged down with it. And I don't think you can necessarily pin it on him. He's had a price tag at a very young age as well. Let's not forget that. Where Trossard, we've got him, 28 now. And quality. He's just a quality player. The comment that's just come up about Smith Rowe is probably the one for me. I hope he gets more minutes. I think that's one player for me. I think it would be a real shame if he went. I think it really would because he is talented. And when he comes on, he really pushes it. Just got to give him more of a chance. But when you look at what players are sitting in the positions he could potentially play in, it's hard, isn't it? It's hard to break in.
Well, when you start looking at that bench tonight and you start looking at your Fiera's, your Partey's, your Smith Rowes, your Trossards, your Jesus's, you still got Nketiah and Nelson on there as well. Like, we're talking about this squad's now coming back to where we wanted it to at the start of the season. Yeah. You probably got Zinchenko's probably 5 to 7 days away. You still got Tomiyasu to come back. Yeah. And then we hadn't even discussed Timber, who's now back on grass training at the present. Like, when you start looking at them three that come back as well, that's when you start sitting there saying, "Do you know what?
This is what we wanted.
We're ready for this. We're ready for the running.
This is what we wanted, wasn't it? This is what we've wanted for so long, and now we're, especially Timber. I am buzzing for Timber. I'm not going to lie. Pre-season,
we saw him for one game before it all went less than a game, wasn't it? Before it all went unfortunately wrong. But I'm the same, mate. Can't wait.
I think just what the Arsenal Misfit was saying. I don't think we're saying obviously I think we know that Rice, Jorginho, and Partey can't play together. But when you start looking at them three options, the number 6 role alone, do you know what I mean? Like you don't see another club really have that strength in depth for a number 6. And then you start looking at Declan Rice can play the number 8. And you start looking at Odegaard can play 10, Vieira can play 10, Kai Havertz can play 10, 8, he can play 9. Like, the options are seamless at the moment, and we haven't even kind of mentioned Jesus, who can probably play across the whole front three. So it's going to keep teams guessing, isn't it, as well, Joel? But when we get to the business end of the season, because Arteta's got a luxury that he can kind of pick so many players in so many different positions.
Yeah, and I think and I think the beauty is they're all sitting with a really nice price tag. So if people were to have an interest, they've got to trump up, haven't they? Because even with the likes, we need it. You know, Nketiah gets a few more goals this season. Can I really see him going past the window? I can't. Like the summer window. But then how many summer windows have we said this?
Yeah.
Same with Reece Nelson as well. But they're all guys that are there. They're putting the work in, and they're on the bench. Arteta obviously feels they've got something to give. But as you say, when you look at that bench, bloody hell, when have we had two keepers like this, to be perfectly honest? Cedric, obviously, you know, he's there to do a job, isn't he? Vieira, you know, Partey, my eyesight's shocking. Smith Rowe, Nelson, Trossard, Jesus. To think they're on the bench when we would have been scraping the barrel last season to say we desperately need them to play. This is it's amazing that we can play this sort of team out and then go, how can we change a game? Oh, that's how we can change a game. We've got Smith Rowe, we've got a Trossard. It's good, isn't it? Excited for the bench?
Yeah, I'm just want to say some good evenings. Good evening to the Hawk Queen. How you doing, mate? Good evening to Kermit's middle finger. Always makes me chuckle, that one. Good evening, mate. Good evening to Mr. Darby as well. Hope you're good, mate. Obviously, you've seen Russ Morgan sit. He's obviously come out of his kind of verdict for the summer. He thinks the party will leave it in Slivers, along with Smith Rowe, Nelson, and Eddie. So he's going for all four of them to go at the end of the season.
What about Vieira? Verdict on him? Come on, Russ. What's your thoughts?
Do you know what? I'm with Russ on the Partey side of it. I can see that happening, and I think especially if the likes of someone like Saudi do come knocking, you'd be hard not to. You know, if it's going to work for Salah, and look at the career, he doesn't need to leave Liverpool. He's not in that position. Partey would be prime target for someone in Saudi, and they'd probably pay the money as well. Smith Rowe, I just hope he stays personally. But Nelson and Eddie, I know Liam sort of shares a similar view to me on that one. But, you know, Liam obviously wants Eddie to stay for life. He wants him to sign a life contract. But I don't know. Yeah, there's a time when you've got to move on and do what you can do. And I think Eddie and Reece could do really well at the right club, but it's just not then. It's just not here at them for the moment, because look at who's in front of them. It's going to be hard to get your place.
Well, I look at Eddie and Reece. If you can get 40 to 50 million for both of them, then do you know what? Howend's done its job once again in terms of racking the money in.
This is it.
Do you know what I mean? And that's the way we looked at Howend over the years, haven't we? Like, obviously, we sold Iwobi for a good sum, didn't we? Joe Willock was obviously another one.
Yeah.
Balogun, the season just gone, like that Howend just keeps producing good cash for us, and I think it will continue at the end of the season with the likes of Nketiah and Nelson. I don't want to lose Smith Rowe, but I do think that there has to become a time when we decide, do we stick or twist with Smith Rowe, and that will probably be the end of the season.
This is the fittest he's been in years, and we're still not playing him. So what does that say?
Yeah, exactly.
This is what we've got to look at. But
you want to?
No, I was just nodding to agree.
Stu's just been growling at his camera on his own.
Give me a few more minutes when the game starts going, and then I probably will be.
Well, the players are coming out now, so they are coming out.
We're gonna shoot down and watch it in a sec.
No worries, mate.
But Charlie, give your prediction. Go on.
4-0 Arsenal.
Good man.
Right. Well said.
Are we going, Joe?
I'm going to go to Stu first.
I'm going to go 3-0.
Yeah. So,
I've got 3-0 in my predictions, so I can't change it.
Well, you can, mate.
I'm not going to. I'm never
Do you know what? I would love to. You can't base it on other games. You just can't, because it's a different game. If we did that all the time, then we could be smashing these teams 4 or 5 every week, looking at the fixture list coming up. But
some good predictions here, mate. The Kermit's going 4-1. Canterbury Gooners going 1-0.
That is so
Mr. Morgan's going for 5. BX is going for 4.
Hang on. Russ has gone 5.
He's gone 5. Catherine's gone 5.
He's going big or going home.
Mr. Darby's gone 2.
Russ has had a drink.
The True Galaxy, Arsenal True Galaxy's gone 4-0. There's some big old predictions here tonight.
That is mental, Russ. I'm shocked more than Kermit's middle finger.
We got a positive Russ Morgan in the house tonight.
Bloody hell! I reckon it's because Cedric's on the bench. Yeah. Do you know what? I will go. It's go big or go home, innit? I'm going 4.
You're going 4, and the Hawkwind's going 3.
Yeah. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one.
I'll let you two get downstairs to start the game.
Yeah, we're going to be shouting. Well, up until half time, anyway.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure he normally gets me to wake him up.
We've got 6 here. The Misfit's going for a 6-0.
Arsenal Misfit. The beer messing around
with the beer, though. He's got a comfort blanket.
See, look, even Mark said Russ has had a beer.
He even believes we give 5-0 with Cedric.
No. He said if.
Yeah, he's definitely had a drink. Cedric's.
Oh, man.
I think Charlie will be taking my space soon enough.
Oh, mate. It's a matter of time, isn't it?
It's a matter of time. I'm under threat.
Just think it'll be Charlie and Bobby in a couple of years.
Oh, there's a deadly deal.
Brilliant. And we'll be going in the background. We'll be in the chat because they won't let us in.
You can't blame them, can you? They'll be talking real football talk.
Oh yeah, exactly. Right, we're going to shoot, and come on the Arsenal.
Indeed, up the Gunners.
Cheers, mate.
See you in a bit.
See you guys in a bit.
Bye. Dad's in the huddle now, Stu. Obviously, that's kick off, mate.
Here we go again.
Yeah. Obviously, just talking about the goalkeepers. Obviously, Ramsdale will be playing Saturday, won't he? Because we've got Brentford at home.
Yeah. Point to prove.
Yeah, so that'd be an interesting one.
Well, I don't know. Is it a point to prove or is it not? Do you think he's going come summer, or do you reckon we'll keep hold of him?
He's too good of a goalkeeper to be sitting on a bench, isn't he? First and foremost, and I don't think there's anything to prove anymore. I don't think there's anything he's going to gain by playing, even if he has a great performance. He's still going to be the same situation once Porto turns up Tuesday night. I just think that obviously he will do a professional job for us because I think he's got a good allegiance with the fans, and he'll get a brilliant welcome, won't he? So
it'd just be, after watching him last season, he was just reveling in it, wasn't he? Absolutely brilliant.
Where do you see Ramsdale going? I could still see someone like Chelsea going in for him.
Would you want to sell him to a Premier League club? It's just.
I think you're gonna have to. I don't think you have much choice. I think that's the thing at the moment, isn't it? Like, you ain't got, where does LC go? This is the best league in the world. I don't think he's going to want to go anywhere else. Yeah. Very close to his family as well.
Yeah, I think Ryan's just messaged in the chat saying, check your WhatsApp. Don't ask me why.
Who said this?
Ryan.
Get off. Cat's clawing.
Has he come back?
I don't know which one it is. It probably is her.
Oh, God! Jeez!
We at the bar.
We at the bar. The keeper. We put it anywhere, but in the back of the net.
Jesus! I just turned my head round and then I see it at the woodwork.
We got someone down.
Just to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, I've heard on the grapevine, just on the grapevine here, Mr. Fletcher himself has gone for a 10-0.
What? He's definitely been on the sauce.
Oh, this. Jesus.
Cleared off the line twice. Off the bar, off the line, and off the line again.
Oh,
and then we've got who's down at the minute? Anyway, we got one of our players down at the minute somewhere, or did have. Don't know. Back up.
How many seconds was that then? That shot at the post. I'll tell you, literally, I was looking at the cat. I'll tell you
about 1 minute and 19 seconds, give or take. Just.
Good evening to Mr. Stefan. How you doing, mate? Hello.
Evening.
Another good result for the Ipswich on the weekend. 2-0 at Plymouth. Oh, that's a good ball.
There's a bit of me sometimes. I'll tell you what, when I watch us play it from the back, sometimes I'm just like, seriously, why can't we just put the ball into Rowe's head? And then other times you watch it and it's just absolute brilliance. It's really good. But it never just, I think where it's just like, you could just easily get rid of it and clear your lines. It's kind of like, it just fills me with nerves sometimes, I tell you.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think we have got better at it in terms of system making, but yeah, there are sometimes, isn't there? Good evening, Chris. How you doing, mate?
Evening.
Mr. Fletcher must be 10 Guinnesses deep as well. I reckon he's a 10-0 scoreline.
Must be. Yeah, go on.
It's gone straight across.
He literally missed a foot. Jesus.
We could easily be 2 up here already.
I know. Here we go again. God, yes! Come on!
Oh, God. Yes, what a start this is. It's electric. It is absolute electric, this.
That was just imminent, wasn't it? That was
1-0 Arsenal.
You could, it's been coming over the last 30 seconds, literally we've only just started the game and it's already off.
An absolute mauling at the moment. He's no risk of being offside.
He's well onside. 2 defenders in front of him, or at least one of them.
So that's interesting because his last game away at Burnley, he scored in the 4th minute as well.
That'll do. Evening, Mr. Sparks.
Old Sparks is in the house. Good to see you, mate. Get him 1-0 the Arsenal. Mr. Morgan, yes. Hopefully we can just continue the way we are at the moment.
Likewise, mate. Hoping so. Be good. Even if we can just get a couple of goals up at half time and give it ease any nerves and all the rest of it. So yeah.
Well, we're only 9 away from Ryan's prediction now.
And there goes Havertz. Just keeping it in though. Do you get a feeling it's just going to be one-way traffic, mate? Given that they've got to come out now and try and score. Do you think it's a one-way traffic kind of game?
I think they'll sit there and defend still. I think depends how quickly we can get to the goal. Really? But it was a good start. I'll give us that.
Yeah. You seem to commit quite a few players forward as well when we're going up there. We're not. It's almost like putting 11 against 11 in one half of the pitch.
Well, this is why, like when we first started the season, when we had Timber in there for that first half against Forest, we were literally pinned in Forest's half, and you was literally seeing like one at the back. And it's quite clever how they do it as well, isn't it? How people kind of invert into the midfield role. But when you got Jorginho, I think in this role, he's just so clean on the ball, isn't he? And so crisp, and he can just keep that ball for a second longer when you need it.
Corner coming up. Yeah, no. It is, we need to utilise and make the most of that experience, mate.
Exactly. And I think we are. And I think the team's so confident around him now that we're seeing the best of him.
And where are you sitting with Havertz of late? Obviously, I think people obviously gave him a bit of grief at the start of the season and paying 60 million for him, and all looked a little bit hit and miss in his first few games. Do you think he's looking a little bit more settled now and more himself?
Yeah, well, I've always been. I think he's number 9. I think his best position is number 9, personally. My personal opinion. But I think he offers us something different that we haven't always had. You know what I mean? And I think I like him. I like him as a player. We can play in a number 8, and I think there's certain teams you can. But when you start seeing that you've got Partey coming back and you've got Jorginho in the team, you've got Rice, I think the best position for Havertz is in that number 9 role.
Yeah. I quite like his physicality a little bit more, because I think sometimes we miss that. You look at a lot of our team before, and apart from maybe our centre halves a little bit, or maybe some of the back line, didn't have too much of the physicality in the middle of the park, or up front where you need it. It's almost like watching someone like Giroud or Lacazette having the physicality to hold the ball up.
I think when you look at it, we didn't really need his kind of signing in the summer, and he can be seen as a bit of a luxury player. Like, I think if you'd brought him in a season or two's time, and if we'd have had a striker up front, and do you know what I mean, a number 8 in a number 8 role, I think he would have been appreciated so much better than what he is. But what I've seen and the improvement I've seen and what he's bringing to the table now, I think he's a good player for Arsenal, and I think he'll become even better soon.
Yeah,
you don't want to play like look at Konate. Konate didn't like playing up against him. Van Dijk didn't like playing up against him. Man City, they didn't like playing up against him.
And do you think that's down to where he's feeling a bit more settled, but also down to some of the coaching as well? And I don't know, call it somebody give him a bit of a hug and a bit of TLC, if you will, and not so much of the change in management. And
he definitely needed it, didn't he? He was in a club that was beaten up. Like we spoke about Mudryk earlier on, and like the players there have had bloody had it. Oh, that's a great ball. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. Go on.
Blocked. So he was totally beaten up as a player, wasn't he? Coming over here, and it did take a while to. I just don't think he felt loved, and he's obviously. I think he's kind of fallen out of love with the game a little bit. Do you know what I mean? And it's taking him time to get back into his mojo, but I think it's definitely turning for him. I think he's definitely feeling massively part of the team now, and I think you're seeing a different player in terms of his attitude on the pitch as well.
Yeah. No, likewise. I think Sparks mentioned a few good points in the chat as I saw it going flying past around his confidence, and he's a lot better player than people give him credit for.
He is. Confidence is the biggest thing in football. Yeah,
it seems to be certainly building back a little bit for him.
I'd use our wingers. I'd use our wingers as part of that situation as well. Like, look at Saka and Martinelli just 2 months ago. They looked beaten up, didn't they, when we was playing Fulham away? Things weren't going right. obviously you looked at the cup game after, but they've come back and now they've got confidence again. And Saka's a totally different player again. Do you know what I mean? He's coming back to the Saka that we knew, but his stats are unbelievable, really. Considering people going, well, he's had a bit of a lull this year in certain performances, but he's still producing goals and assists nearly every game.
Yeah, I think both of them are looking a lot better. Have a go. Yeah.
And Kiwor, here's another one. Like, do you know what I mean? A bit of confidence. And he's not a gimme that he will come back out the team even when Zinchenko's fit. Like, I think Zinchenko will play against Porto, so I think he has to play in that game. But I think in the Premier League at the moment, I don't see any reasons to drop Kiwor at the moment.
I was just about to say, where would you sit? Would you keep Kiwior in there, or would you?
Here we go. Here we go.
Go on! It's
2-0 own goal. 2-0 own goal.
Come on!
And there you go again. Another bloody Saka assist.
Excuse me.
Jesus, what a start this is! Like, we could.
That was literally fired across on the line of the goal, and it's just like, just put it down to a nice own goal. Brilliant. I think it looked like an own goal anyway. What's the replay show?
It's definitely an own goal.
Yeah,
it's definitely an own goal.
Off the other player, and if it didn't hit them, we had someone sat just behind to tap it in, I think.
So there you go, guys. Yeah. Number 2. We are only 8 goals away from Ryan's prediction. Only 3 away from Mr. Morgan's.
1 away from mine.
Yeah, only 1 away from mine as well. What do me and Russ know?
The trickster's in the house.
Good evening, G. How you doing? We'll be back on tomorrow night, me and G, at 8:30 for another show.
Get rid of it.
I reckon you might have underestimated it. I'm not saying that just yet, though, Mr. Morgan. Go on. Get overlap him.
Send him. Is it? John!
3-0. It's 3-0 after 14 minutes. And there's another. 3-0.
All right.
And I will say this again. Chris Wilder is an absolute fraud. An absolute fraud who should not be in the Premier League. Just want to put that one in there. Well,
when Rad put it out there, I thought, we were playing around in our backyard again. It's just like, goes back to my comment earlier, but ends up being brilliant somehow.
And it's a deflection, isn't it? It's a deflection. Did it
come off from Rice, or did it come off the defender?
What a shit it is. Yeah, it's come off the defender again, but what a Sheffield United playing at, mate. Like, absolute kamikaze defending. I thought Chris Wilder had gone in there to sort them out. Not make them worse.
No shape.
I've just had a message from Ryan going, sorry, you were scoffing at my 10-0 prediction. He's only 7 away now, guys.
Tell him when there's 10 points to Guinness to come and join us. 3-0. VAR check done. Job's a good one. Oh, blimey. Sheffield United is subbing already.
So Sheffield United have made a sub after 16 minutes. They're 3-0 down. Off goes Norwood and on comes Ben Osborne. So, that's probably one of the quickest substitutions I think I've ever seen.
And the manager just I don't know.
At this point of time,
we might be emptying a stadium again. there's people going down the tunnel again already.
I just think we just got to continue how we're doing, mate. I don't think we should be sitting back whatsoever.
No. It's carry on regardless, right?
Yeah.
No buts, no maybes. Do the job and make sure we get the 3.
To be honest, Sparks, I reckon. I bet he's glad he's come off Oliver Norwood. Do you know what I mean? he's probably got the long straw. I'd say the other 10 players got the short straw, having to chase these players.
Oh, can we be in again? Is it first time?
Oh. I think you'd have done well to it that first time, mate.
Oh, so do I. But I'm just oozing confidence. What can I say? All right, don't shoot the messenger. Excuse me. Oh dear. I think I should have brought my other beer with me and the bottle of whiskey. I'm only 20 minutes in.
Yeah, it's it's a bit of an interesting one. This one, isn't it?
You could say, mate.
Like you hear the big score lines, but you don't want to get overconfident. Do you know what I mean? At the same time, you don't want to sit there going, "Yeah, we're going to smash these 5-6 nil." Do you know what I mean? You don't want to be doing that. But you start looking at this. You start looking at this now, and you start thinking maybe Arteta. Hopefully, if we can get another goal or 2 in us, be able to start looking at substitutions after about 55, 60 minutes in.
Yeah.
And start resting from Saturday.
Yeah. So what, going on that, what point would you say you start doing the subs?
Well, I'd say 60 minutes, I'd say.
But would you go on a scoreline? So let's say we score a 4th, maybe a 5th before half time. Would you call it there? And make the
I'd still leave it 60 minutes, but after 60 minutes, I'd start like resting players for Saturday. You got to look ahead as well. You got to look at the Saturday game. You got to think we don't want no stupid injuries because Sheffield United are getting frustrated and then decide to do one wrong tackle.
Yeah, for sure. Why would you risk it, right? It's a bit, it's a bit like what we were saying with putting Party on too soon. You don't want to risk it.
No.
Wild shot from Sheffield United there. Playing rugby, I think. Wrong sport.
It's our attitude, though. It's just our attitude to go full throttle. It's just brilliant, isn't it, to see?
Yeah, it's great. It's I'll tell you what, the second half of the season is certainly more pleasing on the eye than some of the first half of the season was. That some of those some of the first half of the season games were a little bit hard to watch.
My mate, he's a Man United fan. My mate Mike, he had a 7-0 bet on Arsenal, and he's got a cash out of 33 quid on 10 quid at the moment.
Have you placed a bet this evening, mate, or are you not into that? All of that?
Nah. I give up, mate. When I started betting on tennis sets, I knew I was on a slippery slope at that point. I don't even think it was sets at the end. I think it's just like games.
I know we're talking about confidence, mate, but come on, steady on. Oh!
And Declan Rice has a crack that the keeper saves. There's a lot of empty seats already there. I don't know if they were empty to start with, but the seats are empty now.
I saw some of the fans going, not masses like we saw at West Ham, but I saw some of them on their way down the tunnels and out the ground.
Yeah, I don't think it was a toilet break, do you?
Nah, I think it's I'm not coming back in kind of break. Oh, I'm back down the pub.
No, Sparks is saying there were some empty seats, but not that many. Come on, Saka. They're going home, Russ, home. Well, when you start watching a game like this now, like so many players behind the ball, isn't there, in terms of in our half, and we're just matching them.
Go on. Go on. No, not enough power.
Well, I can't guess it's that ever so warm in Sheffield either, to be fair.
No, not up in the old Steel City. Rare occasion with a bit of Sheffield United having a bit of the ball there.
Russ saying Havertz should have scored there.
He just didn't generate enough power off his shot, I don't think. Half a chance.
Sorry, guys, I haven't updated the scoreboard. That's poor of me, innit? I thought I did that.
Slacking, Liam.
Don't want to let.
There we go.
Don't want people to assume that we're only tuning it up.
Yeah. Be unfair on the Sheffield United fans.
Yeah.
Oh, trying to be too cheeky. Need to stop doing silly little fouls like that. No need.
Yeah, there is no need. How far do you reckon goal difference could be at the end of the season?
Oh, jeez. If so, none of us want to get carried away with all the volume of goals that we've been scoring of late. While it's great, but will it continue? Can you see? But I think realistically, mate, go on.
4-0. It's Kai Havertz, number 4 on the door. This is ridiculous.
I think one of our players might be down as well, but I don't know who.
I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't really know what they're moaning about Sheffield United. If anything.
Hold on. Liam, have a look at the TV, mate. I think the ground might be taking an exit. I think Exodus might be incoming.
Absolute deadly finish from Havertz.
It's great, and that'd be another
Russ.
one for his.
Russ, I know you only meant 5-0 in the first half, didn't you, mate? You didn't mean the whole game. You just meant the first half.
And that'd do another piece of confidence for the lad. Come on then, Liam. What? We're 25 minutes in, mate.
Sheffield United go through.
What
a save from Raya.
And the flag's up anyway, so wouldn't have counted.
Jesus.
So come on then. We're 26 minutes in. Half-time score. We staying at 4, or is it going to be more? Go on. Give us some numbers.
I don't want to get.
Go on.
You know me. I'm not a smug kind of person. I'm not like that.
No, of course not, sir.
I reckon there's definitely. I reckon it could be another one. I reckon it could be a 5th.
So do you reckon 5-0 by half time?
Oh, Saka, do not do that. 60 million down the drain. 60 million down the drain. I've got to be honest, Mr. Morgan. I'm trying to think of the last time I see a 4-0 at 24 minutes in.
So
we might see Cedric make another appearance tonight, Mr. Morgan. To be honest, you don't, mate.
What do you reckon?
I'll be really careful with our substitutions now. I wouldn't be bringing people like Partey and Jesus on again potentially.
I wouldn't bring. There's a bit that says maybe bring Partey on for maybe 5-10 minutes just to, I don't know, just to kill a bit of substitution time or whatever. Substitution time, extra time. Just kill a bit of time there, but give him a bit of a few minutes run out, and hopefully he don't get injured. I don't know. It's hard, right? Yeah, you go 4-0 up now. You could do more damage, possibly come second half. What do you do? Because you want to rest some of your players as well, because you got Saturday's game, then you're on Porto midweek.
Yeah. Yeah. You definitely got to be seriously careful in terms of, like, if you don't need to be risking players, don't risk players. But at the same time, you want to be resting players that are on the pitch, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, see, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying now. This is what we got to be careful of.
And that was all just us just passing the ball around. We got the ball back after a bit of a loose pass from Gabriel, but soon retrieved it, passed it out, and you're not going to do anything out there. Your back's towards goal, and it's just like, that's a bit reckless.
Yeah, you know it, Mr. Morgan. You know that. You know that would have been a red.
Tend to agree with what Russ is saying there. There wouldn't have been even a hesitation, mate, on that. So
yeah, it's been a bit of a boring start here.
Yeah. Not quite sure why I agreed to do this watch-along, mate. I'm a bit bored, to be fair.
Cheers,
nice to catch up with you, though.
Yeah, always good to see your face, mate. That gorgeous mug. more seats are definitely emptied in the Sheffield United end.
Yeah, there's a few more desolate seats popping up, mate. I think Sparks, mate. Is that Sparks you making a point about the Havertz finish when he came? He wouldn't have finished that. Is that what you're referring to, Sparks?
Catherine's saying goal difference. People finish at 58, maybe a little bit more. Who would need to be averaging for 2+ goals a game for the rest of the season. Sparks is seeing stadiums are empty everywhere we go.
They started thinking he put the ball in the back of Sheffield United's net. Yeah, I haven't seen it pop along yet.
No. Well played, Georgie. Fuck it, it's a booking for that. He's held him back, mate. It's a booking. Get your book out.
He's going to try and let it go in as much as he can.
No, I don't want. Mate, I want to see.
I get what you're saying, but
If it's the other way, mate, because we're falling up, he books us for that.
Yeah. But it's, it goes back to, while we can pass it around and all the rest of it, somebody's just going to get frustrated because they haven't got the ball or their teammate got the ball, like we just saw, a couple of minutes ago.
Hold on, Stefan's loving it. He's loving a bit of the old irateness. 4-0 up, mate, and I'm still angry. Not as angry as them Sheffield United fans, though, to be fair.
That was a bit pants.
We just need to start keeping the ball again.
Yeah, just
I agree, but I can't let that go. It's cynical. The referee's there to do his job. And as we see from Paul Tierney, not very well. We got battled in the VAR on Saturday night.
I was just about to say, in the, I think some of our players are getting a little bit cocky out there.
Yeah, well, I think it's hard not to, isn't it, when you're like this? That's the thing, though.
You start being cocky, though, you're more likely to get another one of those harsh challenges.
Yeah, exactly. We just need to keep the ball. Aston Villa Tottenham be a good game at the weekend. When you start looking at the fixtures at the weekend, Aston Villa Tottenham, Liverpool, Man City, there's even a greater chance for us getting legway against all 3 out of the 4 teams.
I think the Liverpool City game is going to be an interesting one, eh? That's a big one.
Yeah, I think it's tricky, isn't it? What do you actually want in that game? Oh, that's a good ball. That's
hold
a good ball.
Hold on. Can you get hold of it?
It's all right. Good ball out wide. Every time it comes out, there's a sea of yellow shirts.
Just waiting to pick it up again. I don't know. It's like toying with them before you put it in the back of the net almost, isn't it?
Well, mate, you think how much leg room they're running to just cover.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, come on. God.
Stay in touch with the 2 above him. We've got so many big games in this title race on Sky Sports.
This is the biggest worry for me, mate, is how heavy they're going to go in for challenges.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We were just, talking about the players coming back and yet to return and stuff. And, that was a great ball. If anything comes to this. God.
Unlucky one, isn't he?
Oh, that's great.
Absolute brilliant football there.
That was cracking. I think if that defender ain't been coming back, that would have been 5.
Well, mate, this is like watching the Evolution versus the Spirit Squad. We're bringing in the old wrestling now.
Is this another set piece masterclass coming up? Heads on it.
Just unbelievable.
Just hit it. 25-yarder. Let's go.
I just can't get out, mate.
He just keeps. I'm loving the possession play that we're playing here, and yeah, it's just relentless.
That's a free kick, mate. How's that not a free kick, mate?
I think he's feeling sorry for him, but that's shouldn't be the case, right?
Billy Saliba, man. Billy Saliba, that's naughty. I'll tell you what, we are playing some absolute football here. I don't care how bad they are, mate. You still got to go out there and do the job.
Yeah, still got to go and earn your 3 points, right?
Yeah.
Go on, take him. Oh,
Jesus, mate! Look, it's just yellow shirt after yellow shirt.
Yeah, and Sheffield United, well, throwing the bodies all over the show.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Belt. Thank you.
Quincy boy.
Had one shot on goal in his first half. 12 attempts.
Come on, let's have number 5 before half time, then, lads. Go on. Come on!
It's 5. 5-0 Declan Rice. This is brilliant. Mr. Morgan called 5-0. Unfortunately, after 90 minutes, he did. Unfortunately, after 90 minutes. "38 minutes gone." This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous.
So the question is he getting sacked in the morning?
Well, he should have been given a job in the first place, mate. The geezer's not good enough. I've got a little bit of an issue with him anyway, but
I kind of got the gist of that, mate, a little bit earlier, but
yeah,
we.
This is ridiculous.
I think you called it to say they reckon you maybe 5 up before half time, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought we'd get another one, but
could have been 6.
Mate,
if that made its way through.
Mr. Morgan, Ryan's gone 10, mate.
Away from home, that statistic. But no team in English league history.
Oh dear, mate. This is I think somebody said in the chat earlier on we're in for a possible cricket score. I think they might have been on for something there.
Something scary just happened.
What's up?
Sheffield United got in our box.
Easy, Tiger. I was too busy typing in the old group chat.
I have it. That's beautiful.
Come on. So are we going to be even more ruthless and put number 6 in before half time?
We'd be brilliant if we did, wouldn't it?
Hold on.
Oh,
Almost.
almost, mate. The thing is, we're absolute killers at set pieces at the moment as well.
Yeah, we've been doing pretty well off the back of them.
Yeah, well, it breaks games up at times, don't it? If you get a set piece, it makes teams change the whole game.
But I don't know what we're doing here. What are we doing? Putting the ball in? Not putting the ball in? I don't know.
Saka and Odegaard, just toiling.
Too much. Too heavy.
The record is 6 at half time, apparently. Jesus, who was 6? Who was that record, Russ? It must be a good day of smudgers praising us. God, I bet Jesus is licking his lips. You don't really want that, though, do you? You take someone off and bring Jesus on.
Oh, Sheffield United are down the other end of the pitch here. What's going on? This isn't normal.
They just let the ball do the work.
Might as well just keep hold of the ball till half time, unless you fancy going for number 6. But it's a bit relentless, this really, isn't it? Oh, that was a ball that would have been, man. That would have been brilliant.
That was good defending, mate. That was.
Yeah, great defending, but what a ball it would have been, mate, if it had made it.
I don't think I was ever seeing football is a half like this.
Aye.
Martinelli. That was almost an awkward collision.
They're going array, but yeah, with a 1-5-0 up.
They got shit, haven't they, mate?
I guess it's the small things in life, eh? Little things.
Well, you're 5-0 down, mate, and half your fan base is already gone.
You made your first substitution after 10 minutes, if that.
It's 5 minutes of injury time. Jesus.
Jorginho's down here. I don't know. Hopefully it's not too bad. It's just a little knock. He'll be up, hopefully.
Anything in his ear, though, from that time. Quite a quiet at half time.
I'll tell you one thing, Mr. Colonel. I won't be whacking your comments up tonight after your performance on Thursday night. Old Pat Butcher.
Is that when you, Safe and Jonesy were at it, giggling away?
Yeah.
I saw your highlight reels of that. You were in stitches, weren't you? You'd absolutely
mate, I was in tears, mate. I was in absolute tears.
All I got, mate, was a video clip of absolute cackles.
Always a good place to be when you're cackling.
Oh, jeez. Havertz can keep it in. Oh, is that hands? Oh, no,
Offside.
I thought when the whistle went, they were pulling it back then for a second. Yeah, he's off. Could have been a good call for handball, possibly, if he'd been on.
I don't think it'd have been given personally.
Yeah.
I think it's one of them where the referee would have had to give it for them to give it.
Yeah. So the question is, man, are we going to get one of those aerial shots like we did at West Ham with half the fans outside the ground, trying to make their way home?
That stadium's empty, isn't it? Jesus.
I appreciate some people might have gone down for a pie and a beer, but I'm not sure they're coming back.
I think you'll probably find they're all in their local. It's not good for the players, though. How can the players get motivated for the second half? It makes it even worse for them, don't it, really?
Yeah. It's...
That have really improved in the last couple of years.
Martinelli's down now.
He's up. He's up. Just a little knock.
Well played, Billy.
Is that half time? Oh, no.
Yeah, we're still a minute and a half, yeah. I bet they're like, bloody hell, played 15 minutes.
The whistle's going for offside. For some reason, I don't know. Might as well just let it play on. Seemed a bit strange.
Martinelli.
Hang on.
White.
Oh.
Tom Davis looked around for options.
That should take us to half time now.
Yeah, I think so, mate. I think so. Big Gabriel doing the needful. What are they having a tuffle about back there? Just get on with it, lads. I think old Kivior and Gabriel were having a few words. There we go. Well,
I don't really know what to say.
No.
That's just
it started off started off fast out the traps, mate, and showed no sign of slowing up. Just relentless.
Well, yeah, we ain't even up and done the banner. Let's change the banner. Let's get the score right. Sorry, guys. But yeah, that was a pretty one-sided half of football, wasn't it, Joe?
Very much a one-sided half of football, mate. Yeah. Absolutely relentless, ruthless, and I hate to see what the possession stats look like. That bar must be literally down our end. The
possession football we played in that first half, like just off the radar. And I think Rusty in a forward. I don't think I've seen football like that in one half of football. I don't think I've seen a team camped in their own half like that in one side of football. And like it felt odd when they were in our box.
Yeah. Well, that only happened. I'm going to say maybe about 4 times I reckon it was less than a handful. I think. But yeah, it was just immense. And do you think we've actually got out of, I don't know, called it third gear yet? I don't even think we have. It's almost been like, without sounding too harsh, but it's almost been like a bit of a, I don't know, call it a training exercise to knock around the park. I don't know. Maybe that's a little bit harsh, but it doesn't feel like, we still feel like we could go up a few gears as well.
Yeah, no, we definitely could. Like as I said, I think this is nowhere near the top gear. I just think we're just literally playing possession football, and they can't get anywhere near us.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem at the moment. They just can't get anywhere near us. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, we are literally camping 10 players in their half of football, and every time they clear it, it's just a yellow shirt every time. You've got Gabriel and Saliba literally playing 30 yards from goal. I'm going to bring in Joel in a minute. I'm going to leave you two for 1 sec. I'll let you two kind of natter away.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
I need to catch a
cat. Hey guys, welcome back.
Yeah. What a half.
I thought it was a bit boring.
Oh, geez.
Not much to cheer about, mate. It was a bit dull for me.
Well, there's a cat.
Yeah, no, great half of football, eh?
Yeah, can't grumble at all, can we? It just been, what was it? 17, 18 chances at goal, 7 on or 8 on target. It was just cracking. You can't ask more. And the one thing that Charlie said the moment that we scored, the 5th? What did you say?
Maybe Ross didn't.
Maybe Ross didn't have a drink.
So yeah, maybe Russ didn't have a drink, and more to the point is if we get another 5 in the second half, maybe
I think we will have a drink.
Well, when Liam comes back, I'll be certainly popping off for one before the second half gets going.
Yeah, no, it's certainly been a cracker. To start the way we did, and I have to say, the goal for me in the first half, Havertz, that was so well taken. And even you were saying, weren't you, the foul of Martinelli was disgusting.
Yeah.
In the build up to that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did he get anything for that? I don't know if he did.
I don't think he did, because the only booking I've seen go out is that one where the guy came in the back of Odegaard on the touchline.
Yeah, it was Bogle, wasn't it? Bogle.
Yeah, I've not seen another card. There should have been, I don't know, another couple of free kicks that haven't been given. That I don't know, either the refs really feeling sorry for him, or I don't know what.
Yeah. We can't grumble too much, can we? Do you know what I mean?
We can't, but you still do your job professionally, right? I guess.
Yeah. No, definitely. I'll read some of these comments out. I can't put them on the screen, but I'll read them out. We could have been the only team, I think, to have scored 6 in the first half. Well, let's not get too. That's from Matt Hudson. Big shout out to Matt. Russ Morgan, Joel laughed at me. That's all I ever do, mate. Mark, evening, Joel. Evening, Mark. And yeah, Catherine's put hello, Georgina. The Arsenal misfit. We could have set the record for goals in the first half. 6. We've done it, I believe. Yeah, but you know what? Let's just enjoy the moment. Jones, that first half turned me on. Beautiful football. Rough Morgan. Arsenal have now scored as many away Premier League goals in 2024 as Man United have all season in 14 games. That's mad.
Oh, mate.
18 in 4. They've done 18 in 14.
Jeez.
That's a lovely stat. Keep those coming, Russ. Ange B, good evening. Good evening, Ange.
Evening all to whoever's just joined.
Yeah, Jonesy, evening all. We've got so much love in here. It's disgusting. It's called Making History, Not Getting Carried Away. Yeah, no, fair dues. I think when we scored so early, I think people would have gone, right, here's the floodgates, off we go. That's the feeling. Mark's put, I'm going for 8-0. Why not? And to be fair, currently you couldn't put it past them.
Well, you say that. What did Ryan say? He's put 10-0 down for this.
So sorry, guys. I've literally one of our cats sadly got worms, so we've had to try and deworm them all. That's why you could hear a scream.
I just thought that was you and the missus again.
No, unfortunately not, mate. No, trust me, there's no excitement in catching a cat and trying to claw you.
Yeah.
Let's do some good evenings. Good evening to Jonesy. The first half turned me on beautiful.
I've been whipping through as best as I could.
Oh, good man. Good evening to Ange. Good to see you on. Who else we got on here? Good evening to Mr. Hudson. He's saying it's called Making History, Not Getting Carried Away. Good evening. Obviously, Mr. Darby's back. He's going for an 8-0 now.
I've got a message from Ryan.
Yeah.
I've got to read out.
Come on.
Has he got? Is he surpassing the 10-0 that he started?
Apparently, he runs the show. He's put. I put what a start. He's put, I know, mate. I told Liam my prediction as well, and he scoffed at the idea.
I'm still scoffing.
He put, ha ha. Wait till he tells you what my prediction was. Laugh out loud. What was he?
You know what? 10-0.
10-0. Do you know what? He could be laughing at the end of this one.
Mate, I reckon, right? No one wants it. No one wants a 10-0. No one wants a 10-0.
That'll break the record.
That would break the record, wouldn't it? Because isn't the record
9?
9. Man U Ipswich.
Ipswich. Yeah. I really wish I got the wrong one.
But ladies and gentlemen, I'm just excuse me for a minute, but I need a beer I need a beer and a whiskey before the second half gets.
He's going to go and fill up. Go, mate. Go for it. Go
back
for
in
it.
a minute.
Yeah. Charlie was more peed off at the fact that Martinelli got pulled on top of his neck in the build up to the Havertz goal, which I thought was a disgusting foul.
It was like the one on Odegaard as well, weren't it? The one on Odegaard was
nothing given, though. Nothing given.
This is my only worry, mate. This is my only worry, yeah, right? And this is why I think we'll make sub 60 minutes in. Is we need to get our key players off before like one shitty tackle takes one of them out.
And it's coming because they were starting to come when we were 3-0.
And they're going to be angry, mate.
Well, they were as soon as that first one went in, they looked like they were like, oh goodness sake, here we go again. You could see it written all over the players. And they're going to think to themselves, we're not going to let this happen again. A second half. What can you, as a manager at half time, even with the experience that guy's got, what do you say to your players? Like, what do you say?
Keep the ball, mate. Just keep the ball. I think when I don't even think, right, we're out.
No, I mean, like the Sheffield United manager.
Oh.
What do you say? Like,
I don't think they can get near us, mate. I don't see it changing in the second half. It'd be like West Ham, won't it? You'd expect something different. Yeah, they might get a little bit more of the ball at the start of the second half, but this Sheffield United team ain't a West Ham team. Do you know what I mean? And we demolished them 6-0. Like, I just don't see them getting the ball, mate. Like,
you've got to see it, haven't you? And just hope that you don't leak more. That's.
Mate, I don't think they've got the capability not to concede again, though. Like, you
can't attack either because you're stuck, aren't you? You are stuck.
Like, it's not even like, right? Like, I sit there and think, have they really polled 11 men behind the ball, like the way some teams do? And they haven't. Do you know what I mean? It's weird, but it's because we are so good with the ball. But do you know what, right? We're not playing out of second or third gear, and we're beating these lot 5-0. Like, we're just letting the ball do all the work. And that's all we need to do. Just let the ball do all the work. Like, we're not the ones who are running. They're the ones who are running. Yeah. Like, by 67 minutes, mate.
Odegaard is finding some beautiful pockets of space. It absolutely, and like you were saying just before we came on, the fact that you've got Saliba and Gabriel sitting on the edge of their box, picking the passes, and you're thinking, bloody hell, you've got Raya, who's in the first half of our half up to halfway, getting the ball and then putting it,
Well, Raya's playing a centre-back position. Gabriel and Saliba playing centre midfield positions in that first half. They're literally playing centre midfield positions. And if they clear the ball out, all it's doing is going back to Gabriel and Saliba. And then we've got about another 8 players in front of them. And that's what we did. When we started the season against Forest, that is what we did in that first half. We literally just played in their own half. And we're getting back to that level now. And teams just can't handle it. Like, Havertz, for me, is the most perfect player at the moment, playing in the most perfect position because he can hold up a ball. He can do so much with a ball, but he's got players just roaming off him. He's got Martinelli, he's got Saka, he's got Odegaard, he's got Declan Rice. Like, they're all profiting because what Havertz is doing in there as well.
But let's be honest, the Havertz that we had at the start wouldn't have had the confidence to go for that shot. That's the difference.
Yeah,
the confidence levels up, and I think that's why it's been so important playing him in this game. If the confidence is there, like we were saying at the start, keep it going. You've got to keep, pushing those players because he's a confidence player. He had it beaten out of him at Chelsea, confidence. So we're now seeing the Havertz that Arteta saw, the glimmer of hope in. That's what we're now seeing. And he's doing it, isn't he? I think it looks brilliant.
This team are ruthless. This team are ruthless for me. Like, they proved that at West Ham. Like, at 4-0 up, they could have just gone in the second half and just defended, but they didn't. And let's be really frankly honest here, right? If Arteta didn't make the subs in the 65th minute, we'd have beat West Ham about 8-0 that day. We'd have beat West Ham about 8-0 that day. And if he don't take these off, that could be another 8-9-0 scoreline. Do you know what I mean? And the problem they've got, Sheffield United, is that it's not just your old Nennies and Cedrics and your 16-year-olds that are going to come on tonight. He's got he's got Jesus.
Serious players, aren't they?
There's serious players on that bench, mate, that are gagging to come on, mate. And do you know what? You don't want to see someone Partey. You don't want to see Partey or Jesus coming on, do you? 60 minutes in.
Trossard, for me, will love a game like this. He'll love a game. He will pick you to bits in a game like this because it's his game. If you wanted to take Havertz off and give him a rest and stick Trossard up there, that'd probably be the perfect one. Do you know what I mean? Is give Trossard that run out, but you could do that, say 70 minutes, couldn't you? So well done, Havertz. You've had a great game. Let's go off on a high into the next one. Let's give Trossard a run out.
I reckon within 70 minutes, I think we'll see Jorginho and Rice off, and I think we'll see Partey and Vieira on, and I think we'll see Havertz come off as well for Jesus. I think them 3 subs should happen, I would have thought.
Yeah. What do you reckon? Who do you want to see second half? Who do you want?
Well, Vieira's on now, mate. Saka's off.
Oh, there you go. Vieira's come on for Saka.
What we need is some new attackers.
Yeah, so who would you put on?
On the pitch?
Yeah.
If I was Arteta, probably Smith Rowe, someone.
Smith Rowe wouldn't be a bad shout, to be fair.
Would have liked to see him come on.
Yeah. Get some minutes for Smith Rowe. And if he gets a goal, confidence. That's the thing. But then you don't want to send out the wrong message if your long-term thing is to then go and sell him.
Well,
or do you want him to get goals to make him more attractive? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to play more possession-based football now with Vieira on as well. It's just going to be more possession-based, isn't it?
Yeah, it's middle finger. Bang goes my 4-1. Honestly.
My 3-0 was out the window. What after? I don't know. Just after.
You know what? I am disgusted that you picked a number so low.
I was just being realistic, mate.
I think Ryan's more realistic at this point.
Yeah,
I know.
Tell you something. Well, this is what Ryan has come back
we got
someone's on the floor. Someone's on the floor. Martinelli's on the floor.
Martinelli's on the floor.
Well, we're gonna go back down. Ryan has just put Rambo up top tonight. Bet he will score a few in this game. Bloody nightmare. Right. I'll see you at the end.
Oh, mate.
Will do. See you in a bit, guys.
Take care, mate.
Bye.
Bye.
I think he's just caught him in the eye there. A little flick.
Is it? Hey. I wasn't too sure because I don't know. I didn't see it.
So look at some of my messages that are on here.
Sheffield United started a little bit brightly there for the second half for a few minutes.
Well, they can't start any worse, can they? I think we did post by this point in the first half.
Yeah.
No. Well, that stadium is literally empty, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's turning into another bit. Well, looking like West Ham's ground at half time again, isn't it?
Mm. Yeah, definitely.
It's the same idea.
It's like we're back into COVID, don't it? Like when we got the old odd two.
When you're only allowed a certain amount of people in the ground, randomly spread out.
I don't reckon there's gonna be any traffic there tonight, Russ. I think the traffic's done, mate.
So are we going to be professional and just try and keep it at 5? Or are we going to gun for?
Nah, I don't think we're like that. Nah, I think we're killers now, mate. Like we proved that at West Ham. I think we will go for more. Mm-hmm. I think we got the players on the bench this time to go for more. Oh, that's a good ball from Sheffield United. That is a good ball. We just got to make sure we don't just get a bit too complacent.
Sleever's got it away. Not far enough.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, he's let that one go, isn't he? Sheffield United players just run into a wall. Yellow. Martinelli could be away if he gets this right. Oh, he's done him. Martinelli's trying to cut inside. He's got us a corner. Yeah, I think you might be right, mate. It's if the opportunity arises, mate, there's going to be more.
Yeah, I don't think. To be honest, with you, I don't think Sheffield United are sitting back either.
No. Oh no. But, well, they look like they. I don't know. Maybe we're looking to go a bit more forward. I don't know, but they can't go any further back. I don't think.
No, exactly.
Some very good performances in matches away from home.
I think it's just probably just take a few minutes just to get the passing rhythm back again, mate, and we'll be parked in their half again.
It's not easy, is it? Like to go out there and pull that performance off again in the second half. It's not just as simple as that, is it? Like they got to go and do it. Like you got to try and stay motivated to do it, haven't you? Like
well, there's that, and Sheffield United probably changed their direction as well a little bit in terms of how they're going to approach the second half and all.
I didn't think that was a foul. To be fair, I didn't think that was a foul on Havertz. I didn't think that was a foul. I might have been wrong.
Well, it looked like he got the ball, to be fair.
I think you got lucky at that one a little bit, but it's another good range of Declan Rice to maybe go for a shot here. I remember a Granit Xhaka goal against Crystal Palace in this kind of range.
Yeah, the one that he bent it in the opposite corner.
I was in the front row of that at Selhurst Park, right where he was when he hit
it. I remember the goal.
Okay.
Here we go then.
What do you reckon? I reckon he's got to go for it, really, isn't he? He's
He goes number 6. Ooh, he had a go. Try to sneak it in at the near post.
There was no way he was going to get it. It had to be a shot, that. Let's see.
Oops, we've missed one. What's he doing here? Up. Get rid. Rosehead. Thank you very much. Vieira's away here. Vieira's away. Can he finish it? He's put it across the line, nearly. Oh!
I think we're trying too much now in some ways. I think we're just trying to again.
Do you think a little? I don't know.
I think Vieira should be shooting.
Arrogance or a little bit of cockiness? I don't know.
Do I think? I'll tell you what. If that was Saka behind, mate, he'd have had a shot there. I think Jesus, if you get him on for the last 20 minutes, mate, he'll run him ragged.
He won't stop running, will he?
Nah.
He'll just be constant.
It'd be quite ideal to bring on for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah. Would you give Trossard some minutes now? Maybe give Martinelli a rest as well?
Yeah.
Given we've taken Saka off already for Vieira. Give old Trossard a few minutes out wide.
Yeah, I think you have to get all the front three off.
Oh, would you leave Havertz on to keep? I don't know. Maybe keep that confidence going, and I don't know.
Nah, I don't think you need to. Just rest him. After about 70 minutes. Good ball.
Ooh.
Oh, come on, White.
It's looking a little bit like more of the same again, isn't it?
Yeah.
At the minute, after settling down after the start of the second half.
Oh. It's literally.
They're just, I don't know. It's almost like they're trying to pass it into the back of the net, but I don't know, just trying to be a little bit too flash. I don't know, but it's not like they've not got room to do it,
No, but like it's hard for them as well because they've literally in that attack they've all literally piled behind there, ain't they? Boxed up together with Sheffield United players.
Yeah.
This is where you have to switch the play. Come on, Arsenal. Get another couple.
Yeah. Be nice, mate.
Odegaard's been clean on the ball, isn't he?
They've all done pretty good jobs out there, mate. Jorginho, ooh. So he's always trying to put a pass out there for Benny White to get hold of.
Jorginho's had another tidy game, mate. Honestly, he's been really good.
It's been pretty solid from the majority out there at the minute, mate.
See that? Just like that.
Yeah.
This is where where it switch off a little bit.
Yeah. Getting a little bit, I don't know, call it lackluster, but it's not quite that. It's, yeah.
It's where it's so quite easy, mate.
Yeah. I guess where they had it, I don't know, pretty comfortable in that first half. They're maybe expecting more of the same, but you know.
But there you go. Look at him, Gabriel asleep. But look where they are.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. They're literally playing as like attacking centre midfielders.
Go on. Is it? Is it? Oh.
Jesus. You've got you who's the player of the match at the moment? I think there's loads you could pick from in there. I think Odegaard's been really tidy on, but I think Jorginho's been. Mate, honestly, you could pick about 5 or 6.
If you had to pick one now, where's your head at right now? That's a great ball. That's a great ball. It's it. Go on, come on.
It's 6-0. It's Benjamin White, number 6. There you go, and I agree with you, Sparks. It has to be Odegaard for me. 6-0 to the Arsenal. That is a great finish from Ben White.
That was lovely. That was a beautiful finish from Benny White. That was a lovely goal. And that was another great pass from Jorginho over the top to, I think Vieira pulled it back.
Not even you was right, Mr. Morgan. Mr. Morgan, you was wrong. I was totally wrong.
Oh, no, it was Havertz putting it back. And Benny White with a beautiful strike. A great ball from Jorginho to Havertz. I thought it was Vieira running down when I first saw it. So what a lovely finish from Benny White. Beautiful. That was cracking.
Cracking finish, mate. Absolute great finish. And we still got Jesus and Partey sitting on the bench.
Yeah, Jesus, Trossard, Eddie. Take your pick at the minute, mate.
Yeah, Misfit went for 6-0, didn't he? That's his prediction at the moment. He went for 6.
It's been tidy out there, mate. It's been great. This.
It's just changing. It's the move.
Yeah. Just changing the subject slightly. Did you watch any of the ladies' game yesterday? The North London
derby? 1-0, mate. That was good performance. I thought, like, considering they played 11 men behind the ball, and it was the first game back after international week. A win's a win at the end of the day. It's North London derby. Yeah, I expected more, but in terms of a scoreline, but it's a win, isn't it?
3 points, right?
I've got another little stat for you. Ben White likes scoring on March the 4th. He scored against Bournemouth last year on March the 4th.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you been you like being Wikipediaing or?
Yeah. No, I've got that one myself, mate. I've got that one myself.
Come out on the highlights reel on your phone. Oh.
No, that's all on me, mate. That one.
All right, I'll give you credit.
Need to get Reece Nelson on now.
Yeah, you just saying about Jesus. Looks like he's warming up, mate, along with Cedric.
Oof. Well, you get him on now, wouldn't you?
You would. Why wouldn't you, mate? You rest some more, right?
Yeah, you get them all on, mate.
So it's coming up to your 60, 65 minute mark.
This is where I reckon maybe start looking at the bigger cheeses coming off.
Yeah. I think there's a bit of it that says take Martinelli off for
Oh, that's a good ball. Oh,
cleaned it up. He's had hardly anything to do all game, and that wasn't really much of that. Martinelli's down again.
oh I'll get him off now,
I don't know if somebody's holding the back, gone in the back of him or something.
I'd get him off now before he gets proper injured.
Yeah. Same here. I think he needs getting off, put Trossard on, rest him up. I think, all right, Cedric looks like he's coming on. Party looks like he might be coming on. Looking at what's going on back there. It looks like we could be seeing a bit of party in a minute.
Not a bad couple of players to bring on. Is it 6 now up?
I think, judging by what I saw, mate, I saw a little bit of Cedric, bit of Partey, possibly Jesus might have been a third as well. But yeah, I'll be taking Martinelli off right back now if I was Arteta. Save risking any more injury or anything like that, or just another one of those harsh tackles or frustrated tackles. Martinelli's not even walking off, mate.
Great. And this is what I said to you, didn't I? This is what I said. This was the worry. It might just be cramp.
It's like he can't walk on his foot, mate. So I don't know if somebody went into the back of him or what. I don't know. Or if he... I ain't got a Scooby-Doo.
This young player, but he's coming into this scenario.
Great.
For his Premier League debut, with the club he's come through at 6-0 down. This is the one thing that could light Arsenal's night. About injury, hopefully it's not.
Jesus, Cedric, and Partey all coming on.
I knew they'd bring fucking Cedric on.
Jorginho's coming off for Partey by the looks of it.
So we're finally going to see, guys, the Partey, Rice and Odegaard for the last 30 minutes. If it weren't enough for Sheffield United. If it wasn't enough.
And who's Cedric coming on for?
Mate, I'll tell you what, mate. If he gets any more caps back appearances, mate, he'll be getting he could be up for a championship medal.
Bailey White's off for Cedric.
Makes sense.
So Jesus came on for Martinelli. So presumably take up the same position out wide with his pace and leave Havertz where he is.
That Martinelli one's a blow, though, isn't it? Well, I think we could potentially see Jesus go out onto the left in games now, like leave Havertz up there.
Yeah, that's where I think he's just gone now. For the last half hour of this, he's playing out on the left. They've left Havertz, by the looks of it, up front.
Like, we've actually got an absolute really good experienced team out there right now.
Yeah. And we've managed to give some people a rest as well, ready for the weekend.
Shame we didn't get Martinelli off earlier.
Yeah. We were saying about it, weren't we? We said enough. Just hope it's not too bad, and it's just a bit of a bit of a bruise, or
it might be just precaution that he's walked off like that.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed, right?
Jesus.
Soft pass from Partey. And Kufior and Declan cleaning up. And Rao with a hoof it into Rose head.
Oh.
Early substitution for Chris Wilder.
Are they doing your lays, are they?
Yeah, they are indeed, sir.
They'll enjoy that.
A little bit of irony.
Can't you stop playing our football again, boys?
Another 3 goals to do me, mate. What's going on in the chat then? All about the Martinelli thing by the looks of it.
Get on side, Vieira.
So far, we've seen Martinelli go off when it was after this situation with Hodzic and the engineering.
Oh, looks like he's.
I reckon he's done something bad there.
Didn't look good, did it?
Nah, I reckon it could be quite bad.
In the Premier League, a match in which Arsenal could go top of the Premier League. Aston Villa hosting Spurs midday on Super Sunday. That precedes Liverpool against Manchester City. One of those sides, maybe both of them, will drop points on the Sunday. Chelsea hosting Newcastle United on Monday Night Football. Jesus. Arsenal have got some tricky trips still to come in the running. They go to Old Trafford, they have to go to Spurs, and they have to go to the Etihad, of course. There's tricky away places like Brighton and Wolves. But the way they're playing at the moment, I won't be able to.
Slow down a little bit, innit?
Yeah. It's gonna. Yeah. Not as vibrant as that first half, mate.
Nah, but I guess it's never going to be, was it really?
Nah. And if it was, it'd be great. But I think it's just excellent. Well,
saving your legs, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, what a guard. Play Gabriel. Sitting in the centre midfield role again.
Vieira can't keep it in.
I just, mate, you know, I don't want to be too harsh, but
you're going to be, aren't you?
I don't think playing out on the wings fucking him, though, is it? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You'd be pretty disappointed if you're Trossard at the moment.
Trossard's had a few games where Vieira's just coming back from injury, isn't he? So it's ideal time to, I don't know, give him a bit of match fitness. Same with Partey, I guess. It's the only reason if we put him on.
Yeah.
You know, we've got a big enough lead to give him some match fitness time. That's it. You know, otherwise, I think if the scoreline had been different, mate, or if it was, 0-0 still,
Yeah.
then you might have seen the likes of Trossard or whatever out there. But yeah, it's what it is, mate.
No, you're right. It's a prime time, in it, in terms of obviously giving him some minutes.
Yeah, it's the same with Partey, albeit you just don't want to rush them too much. So hopefully they make it through unscathed. Yeah.
Situation that even with this point on Arsenal, they have to go to the Etihad and win. But right now, the focus is on more goals at Bramall Lane.
If nothing else, mate, we've had some entertainment for the rest of the evening, eh?
Oh yeah, we've had more than our entertainment, haven't we?
Yeah, just a smidge. Is he off? Is he off? Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, mate, if that's Martinelli done. I don't see anything but, mate, if I'm being totally honest.
Talk about Trossard. Here he comes for Declan Rice.
So he's going to sit the number 8 role. I think they'll put Vieira at number 8. Oh, I don't know, they might leave Trossard in number 8. You could potentially put Trossard on the left, Jesus on the right, and Vieira in the middle.
It would have been. There's a bit of me that's still. Well, we used all our subs now, haven't we? Used all 5, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. I would have liked to have seen Smith Rowe come on for one of these substitutions, but yeah, never mind.
There you go again. Another game where he hasn't played or come on.
Yeah.
I think he's just
and today would have, tonight would have been in prime time to do that as well.
Yeah. He's just not a lucky player, mate, honestly, in any sense of imagination at the moment. Like I thought he'd done all right when he came on against Newcastle. I thought he played well against Forest, but then the next game you just don't see him for love or money. I know we've got to get players out there and give them minutes.
Yeah. It was just
I don't know.
It's a bit of a shame, man.
Yeah, you could be right. Sparks, he's saying Havertz 8, Trossard left, Jesus up top. Come on, stop giving the ball away. Well, one back though.
Sheffield United fans still watching this display.
Still 15 minutes.
Yeah. Question is, are we going to see any more goals, do you reckon?
Maybe one more. Thing is, we can just turn it on, can't we, like a tap?
It's at the minute, it's just, I don't know, pretty much possession football, give or take. If an opportunity opens up, then have a go. But at the minute, it's just,
we don't
just
need
keep hold of the ball. Yeah,
but goals are good to have for the goal difference.
Yeah, I know, right? It's
what are you?
There's a bit of me that there's a bit of me that says just turn it up again for the last 10 minutes.
There you go.
Go on.
Oh, come on, James. So fucking shoot the ball. This is where he needs to get better. This is why, yeah, right? Like, do you know what I mean? Shoot the fucking ball. There's no reason there not to shoot that ball, mate. There's absolutely no reason there not to shoot that ball.
He should have been having a go. Tend to agree. Rather
Do
than
you know what?
I get the angles going a bit. I get the angles going a bit tight, but
yeah, but still, Havertz shot the ball, didn't he?
Away. Here we go then.
Get wound up at 6-0.
The referee blown his whistle, I think, just before Vieira took the kick. So, go again.
Any Joshua this weekend, Alex?
There's a fight Friday night in there.
This geezer can't be underestimated, though, mate. Like he was the better fighter against Fury. Oh. Yeah, we've kind of lost all kind of mojo now, haven't
we? I think so, mate. I think we're just going to have to settle for the scoreline that we got. It's not quite good enough, but it'll do for now.
I'll tell you what, mate. I don't know. That's an interesting fight, that Joshua fight. It's an interesting fight.
I'm
going to go Joshua to win it, but he needs to win it or his career's ruined.
I've never been much of a boxing person, man. So I haven't got Scooby-Doo.
He needs to win it, Joshua. That's one. Come on, Arsenal. Let's get another one.
It'd be nice to see 7.
Yeah, because we've already had a 6-0, so I'd like to see a 7-0.
Yeah. Okay. Just for a change, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
I think he's going to be off if he got hold of that. I think he would have been off, mate. I think.
Shit. I thought we had got him there. What do you think about Brent? What do you think about Brentford at the weekend?
I think it's a win, mate. Whether it's as comfortable as this is, that remains to be seen. But I'm pretty confident, mate. I think it'd be a bit of a tougher game than what this has proven to be. But yeah, I think it's still 3 points. I think. How about yourself?
Right. Yeah, I think we should get the job done, but it's another interesting game, isn't it? Like, we know what Brentford can do. We just got to let them not try and bully us by going direct. I remember last year, I know like the goal was offside, but they kind of went very direct against us, didn't they? And it kind of upset us a little bit, but no, we should have too much. I think we're a much stronger team this year.
Yeah. And I think if our midfield stays like it did at the for the lineup for the start,
what is that pass all about? Was that who was it?
It was too loose to Partey in the first place, and Partey was stretching, and oh my dear God, They're playing rugby again out there. The pass to pass 8 wasn't very good. Left them stretching. And then I don't know what the Sheffield United guy was doing, but
that's what you get when you've got Cedric in the team, innit? It's just a joke, isn't it, really, when you think about it? He's still there. Go on. Go on.
Can we break? Send him? No. Oh, that was nicely done. Finish it off. Come on, score. Oh. That wasn't all out.
What? Jesus, man.
He should have been scoring. I don't know. Keeper pulled off a nice save. But
I just want
to. Havertz picked up Jesus' little, I don't know whether it was a miss kick or leave behind him, but did it nicely. Yeah. AZ should have been doing a little bit better there.
It's got a bit of an eye injury there.
That's my department at the minute, mate.
Probably a token gesture for you, mate.
Yeah.
Mate, do you know what? He's just not prolific enough, is he, Russ? You're right there, Matthew. Absolutely out. Like, even playing today, Cedric. It's just like, what the? Like, he's had about 3 or 4 appearances now, isn't he? Since we started battering teams. It's like a token gesture, isn't it?
Here we go, number 7. Let's have it. No, maybe not.
Not really done much with set pieces, have we?
Not today, no.
But maybe another day for that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if that's due to some of our main set. Oh, what's
Jesus,
hey!
I think some players are just giving up out there now.
That was, I'm not quite sure what that guy was doing. Is he trying to hit it with the outside of his foot? I don't know. Blimey. Yeah, we're getting a little bit sloppy out there.
We need the full-time whistle now, mate. I think
yeah, they're just fed up. They just want to go home now. They've got the 3 points. Can we get on the coach and go home, Gov?
They're trying too many hard things now that they weren't doing in the first half. Do you know what I mean? They're trying too many.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it just gives them something to do, you know.
I think we definitely missed our wingers. Come on.
Let's have 7, then you can go home.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'd like, 7.
Anybody in the chat have a 7-0 tonight?
I don't know. Did anyone have a 7? Oh, Misfit. Oh, Misfit's bang on still at the moment on 6. Come on.
That's a nice. Too much.
It's bad, isn't it? You should be expecting this. I don't know. It's like you go from absolute glorious stuff to Cedric.
I don't know, mate. I don't know.
If it means Ben White gets the rest, then I guess hopefully Tommy has to be back in a week or so as well. And we still got Timber as well. There's another player.
He can't be too far away, hopefully, can he? That'd be a good ball. If Jesus can do something with it. Or can he? No. Yeah, no, don't know.
Come on, Fiera.
Nobody running in. Huh? Somebody just smack it. Have a go from 25 yards. That's offside by a freaking mile.
He's messed it up. What?
He was offside anyway. He was offside mile before.
Just fucking get yourself on it, mate. Just wants to try too much, don't he? He just wants to try too much.
Excuse me. Oh, dear.
Fucking shoot the ball some of the times, mate. Do you know what, right? If he had shot that shot, right, when he had the opportunity to shot that shot, he'd have more confidence in himself.
Yeah. I think Brooksy's just agreeing with you in the Arsenal Fans Forever chat.
No, is he?
Yeah. I think his comment was Hazy's still pissing about in a nutshell. Ah, dear. Yeah, I think you might be right there, Matthew.
Come on.
I think number 7 might be out the window, mate. I think we're going to unless there's one last little dig. I think.
Get on side. How many times have got even Arteta sitting there? How many fucking times, yeah, right, have they been offside in the second half? And it's all the players that have come on the pitch. Fiera, Jesus, Trossard. Not once in the first half was we caught offside.
It's I don't know.
You can see a difference in terms of the players' quality.
The quality out there, yeah.
Mr. Morgan.
Probably asking just the one, please. Here's Jesus. Right back to Ryan. Tom has scored so many goals in a relatively short space of time.
Yeah, it's a bit generous, 5 minutes. Take that.
What's that, sorry?
5 more minutes.
Ooh.
Scorelines away from home in the Premier League, a 6-1 victory. Middlesbrough back in 1999. 2009, a 6-1 victory at Everton.
So who are we going with then? Coming in, man of the match. Who are we going?
Odegaard.
I think. Oh,
Mate,
Party, what are you doing?
I don't think he's been.
Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, who's your player of the match? Let's have your thoughts.
Gorgeous, no. Yeah.
Odegaard's, Sparks is agreeing with you.
Mr. Derby's going for Odegaard. Yeah, I think he was stand out, mate, in the first half. I think he was everywhere. Everything that went good, mate, was going through him.
Yeah.
There were some really good performances.
Yeah.
I'm a bit disappointed how second half. I don't think the players that have come on have done themselves any justice whatsoever.
Do you think it's a bit harder for them where they've come on to a half that's just, after a half that's been so dominant, you've got a scoreline that, trying not to be too disrespectful, but sees you through with your 3 points. You're coming out to a bit of a flat half, if you know what I mean. So the performance isn't going to be as, as fast paced and what as if it was 0-0.
I just think that there's a little bit of that, but I just think as well, like, you can see a massive difference between the players in the first half at the moment. Their fitness will be a key of that and a bit of confidence as well. But you see a big difference, don't you, in terms of quality?
Quality of play, yeah. That's a nice ball. If somebody can finish off, no. Is it Party?
he don't look fit whatsoever, though, does he? Like, I know everyone was saying, everyone's saying about getting him back in, but I don't think he's anywhere close to getting back into that team. Like, and nor should he be. He's been out so long. I'll tell you the other person who I think was absolutely superb in that first half. That's probably not been mentioned. Jay, is it Gabriel? With Jorginho. Jorginho was superb in that first half as well.
Yeah.
At the moment,
back to the face.
At the moment, I don't take Jorginho out of this team for the love or money.
I think he's earned his spot at least for the weekend and continuing games. I think that midfield three that we're playing at the minute with Odegaard, Rice, and Jorginho, why would you change it right now?
Yeah, Party don't come nowhere near that team at the moment, mate.
Even I said, before we started screening, while we're just before we kicked off, you bring Mo on to do a job rather than Partey at the minute. No disrespect, but yeah. I just think he would have done a better job, but you need to get your players match fit and give them some game time, I guess.
Just blow the whistle, ref.
Yeah, it's done. Unless this is number 7, which it ain't, because that's just gone to the wrong person. There you go.
Game over. It's Arsenal 6, Sheffield United 0. Second half was a total contrast to the first. We scored 1 goal in the second half. We made loads of substitutions. Martinelli sadly went off injured, which looks like an injury that will have him out of the team for, I would say, at least the next few weeks. But job done in the first half hour, mate. And it was a boring second half, as Russ says it. But yeah, overall, job well done.
Yeah, it's dominant first half, and that second half was, I don't know, just there just to see it through, right? But hopefully the injury to Martinelli ain't too bad. But no doubt we'll find out.
No, yeah, definitely. I think we will definitely find out. I think we won't see him at the weekend. There's no way I can still see him at the weekend. Be interesting if he plays out on the left hand side at the weekend. With him out, yeah, you'd think probably Trossard, wouldn't you? Would be a natural one. I think because he's more fitter than obviously Jesus at the moment, and I didn't see anything in terms of Jesus or Campari coming on to think that they'll be challenging for a starting place right this moment of time. And yeah, it is a job well done, Joel.
I'm happy with that.
Not too shabby, pal.
You can't grumble, really, can you? No, to be fair, yeah, I think it was a brilliant overall performance. I think second half they did what they needed to do, didn't they? Settled the game down. As I say, the game was already won, but you settle it down with another goal and then you just go again, because people always say, don't they, you can have a half like that and it's a game of two halves, and but we came on, we scored again. You keep the momentum going, don't you? So I think it was Jesus, I thought was brilliant. Some of the touches, was nice to see him coming back to that sort of style of feeling comfortable on the ball again. Partey, he got his minutes. That's the job done. Because that showed to me that Partey wasn't ready for a full game, because a lot of the passes and stuff he wasn't too sure, was he? He was caught off the ball a couple of times. It's a good game to bring him in and get time.
Get a few minutes on the board.
Yeah. For me, that's that was good. Trossard came on, did what he needed to do, but I just think Odegaard was just superb today. I think he's just leading by example. I know there's other Arsenal fans out there who say, we shouldn't be captain, and he should, he's not a leader. Yeah, I think he is a leader. I think he leads by example. Just because he's not the most vocal guy, I think he leads by how he wants other players to see him. And
shows it in a different way.
Yeah.
Rather than just being vocal.
You get vocal captains, don't you? And you get captains that lead by example. And I think he's one of those guys. And I think Kai Havertz as well. I thought he was brilliant today. I thought he was genuinely brilliant. So yeah, I think overall great team performance. Got the goals. The goal difference looks really healthy as well, because you never know if it comes down to that sort of thing. You don't know. So yeah, look, plus 45. I think that's brilliant. 2 points behind. Who would have thought that when we hit that bit of a
lowly bit of a patch? Yeah,
and everyone said, we've bottled it again. We've bottled it. It was bollocks to all this bottling stuff. We're in with a chance. Let's just focus on what we're doing. That's all we need to do. And as I say, I'm absolutely now, Liam, buzzing for Saturday. Absolutely buzzing for Saturday. Because to me, that makes that Brentford game look even more attractive, doesn't it? Coming off a win like that. More intriguing as well. Because Brentford, they are a better team. There's no denying that.
Yeah.
They have got players that can change a game. They have got, the likes of Tony and people like that. There's no doubt about it. But I think Arsenal coming out like that in the first half against anyone beats anyone, in my opinion. I think they, as Liam described it right, they were ruthless. They were absolutely ruthless. They didn't care who was in front of them. No. They were playing their game. And if you're not in it, you can't beat us because we're just going to pick you to bits. That's my own personal opinion.
It was just that first half was just cracking, absolutely, brilliant. What was it? First 15 minutes we were 3-0 up, roughly 15 minutes, 20.
Yeah, if not less. Yeah.
And in some games, that's game over before you even carried on. But we carried on.
But like Liam was saying yesterday, like he was saying earlier, with Man United yesterday, they're the sort of games where Man United needed 3 to look even convincing enough to win a game against Man City. Even then, you would have still thought Man City had a chance. That's how mad the league is. You've literally got to go out there and put teams to the sword. You really got to do it because you don't know.
No letting off the gas. Agreed.
The interesting thing is, though, Joe, isn't it, that we've scored 17 goals in 3 games away from home.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And we're not even... I'm not saying nowhere near that because we've scored another 7 goals at home against Newcastle and Liverpool, which you can't turn your nose up at that. But
even West Ham, who would have thought you would have done that to West Ham at the time? You wouldn't have done.
I didn't see that coming. I'll tell you that.
It's not even the scoring of goals at the moment; it's the level. And I'm going to put the word bullying into this. We are literally bullying teams into submission, and they can't get out their own half. Sheffield United, it was a weird fault when they got into our box in the 42nd minute. It was like, shit, Sheffield United are in our box. Like I'm taking it personally. They've gone into our box. Like I don't think we've ever seen football at Arsenal to this kind of level in terms of going in there and bullying teams. Do you know what I mean? Like we had the Invincibles that played incredible football.
I don't think we have seen it since really 2003. I don't think we have really since we actually bully like you said.
But that wasn't even a possession-based team, was it? That Invincible team weren't a possession-based team, was it? It was all to do about pace and power. Like this team here is literally
and counter, wasn't it? It was all counter. If you get caught, you're stuffed.
This team is playing possession-based football, breaking teams down on a low block and scoring 5 to 6 goals in the last 3 games. And Burnley and Sheffield United are the worst 2 teams in the league. But like you rightly said, they went to West Ham and beat them 6-0 in their own backyard. That ain't it. No easy doing whatsoever. And then
I never saw it coming. I'm going to be honest. I never. And anyone who turns around and said, "Oh yeah," that's absolute bullshit. Because no one at that point would have thought we would have gone and done that. And at Newcastle, like that was the Newcastle game for me. We bullied a team that usually bullies people. They might not necessarily get the result, but in a strength capacity, and you look at the size of those players they've got in Newcastle, they bully you. They literally bully you. And we went there and we pinned them down. We pinned them. There's not many clubs that do it. And I'm just fucking buzzing. It's us. Do you know what I mean? It's just good to feel that way again, isn't it? Because I've been on a channel with Liam countless times, and the amount of time I've seen Liam lose his rag several times, and I get frightened. But it is though, isn't it? Just to see this sort of football.
It's just brilliant. Priceless.
Honestly, I just absolutely buzzing. I don't think, this is going to be the Arsenal game. I obviously don't go as much as you two, but like to go when this is happening, to go anyway, I love it. But to go when there's this sort of vibe is just going to be special because this is the football that we love at Arsenal Football Club, and we expect. I think we expect it, and there's nothing wrong with expecting it when you know your club has the potential to do it. Hopefully Martinelli's all right. It looked more of a knock than a twist or anything like that. I think it was just a case of getting him off anyway.
Yeah. He needed to get off. I think Liam and I were talking a little bit on the same, and just get him off the pitch.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I think it was a great move with Saka, to be honest. I know
it was easy to just say it at the time, but I'd have taken him off. And I know it's easy to say it now, but I think I was saying it, weren't I? Like, even at 3-0, my worry was, right, that this team's going to get more and more ruthless. And when you got a Saka or Martinelli who just keeps beating their man, they're just going to make stupid tackles.
Someone's going to,
and someone's going to get hurt. I know it didn't happen like that in the end, but I just think, like, in these games, I totally get it. Just get Martinelli and Saka off the pitch when the game's done, because do you know what? These two guys in that first half, and not just in that first half, in games, are absolutely crucial to the way we play, because of it's their cohesion on each side. Yeah. Like, Saka comes in, Martinelli more beats the player. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like, and I think since Havertz's gone up top, I think he's the perfect number 9 for us at the moment. I know we all wanted a player in January, but I'm glad we didn't get that player in January. I'm glad we've given Havertz that time up there, because for me, he's best positioned as number 9. But what he can do is he can come in, play number 9, but then just fall back into a number 10 or number 8 role just like that.
He holds up really well. And like we saw again today, his finishing is really getting where it used to be, if you know what I mean. He's starting to find the net again. And we know he's capable, as we say. It's a confidence thing. But I think the good thing about if we want to take Saka off or we want to take Martinelli off is if we've got Jesus sat on the bench, what a guy to bring on. What a guy to make you turn your defence into spaghetti legs, because he's got that ability to, the skill level with Jesus. Martinelli's got the pace, don't get me wrong, but the skill level between the two of them is incredible. So, as I say, it's just exciting times. And, they're just showing the stats now, 22 shots and 10 on target. Sheffield United had 4 and none. They had 6 touches in the opposition box. We had 55. They had 46 passes in the final third. We had 313.
I've got a question for you, Joel.
Oh, not something too heavy. It's like
no. But just kind of thinking Saturday. He won't play David Raya Saturday. But how crucial is he to the game we're playing at the moment? Because, like I said, in that game, Gabriel and Saliba are like attacking midfielders at times, and that's how ahead they were playing the game. So you got someone like David Raya, a centre back, brilliant
with the pass, isn't he? He's quick as well. That's what I like. If there's a pass to be made by a throw, his throws are like bang on. Accuracy, fantastic. Ramsdale for me, I don't think there's a major issue, to be perfectly honest. I love Ramsdale anyway. I genuinely, when he kind of not got dropped, I suppose was dropped really, but kind of I was thinking, but he had done nothing wrong, and he hadn't. But then we've seen this with situations in the past with keepers, haven't we? When we had sort of the Szczesny Fabianski situation, they were both like 1 and 2 for Poland, weren't they? And it was kind of like, well, they're both doing all right, and then you just pick one over the other, and then one moves on, and then we find the next guy coming in the door. For me, Ramsdale at the weekend, I still think it's like for like. In my opinion, I think you get something a bit different, but I think, as you say, with how we're playing at the moment, Raya suits that. He's very good at playing out. He's almost like the sweeper keeper, isn't he? Really comfortable. I think Ramsdale's just not as comfortable because he's had less games. That's all.
You put them in the realms of Manuel Neuer in terms of sweeper keeper.
Yes, it's that sort of style, though, isn't it? That's the style we're playing at. Especially like Liam was saying in the first half, you had bloody Saliba and Gabriel on the halfway line, and Reyes mopping up. It's mad. You know, I'd have shat myself if we were doing that last season. You know what I mean? But this is the confidence, isn't it?
It makes me think, right, that I do think there was a method to his madness, even though Gabriel has to be playing, that he wasn't playing at the start of the season. And I think that his whole model is to have two ball playing centre backs, literally just playing on that 35 yards from goal. And then you've got your Havertz, if he does play number 8 or number 10, pushing right up onto the striker. Do you know what I mean? Like
he causes problems.
Yeah. Like I still think at some point we will get another centre back into this club. We will be a ball playing centre back, and I can clearly see, it at Nottingham Forest's first game of the season what his vision was, right? And we're only seeing it now after about 6 months of. Let's be honest, right? We didn't perform that well. We weren't playing We weren't playing great football. We was getting by in games. We had a horrible Christmas, unfortunately, and I just hope that the Fulham games don't cost us the title, because it's going to be quite painful if we do lose it by the odd point or two. Thinking, do you know what? If we're beating Fulham at home or beating Fulham away, we'd have won the league. And
we don't want last season again, do we? This is we don't want last season again, and that's where we were sitting, weren't we? With if would have, should have, you don't want to be in that situation for a second time as well.
It's like he's held back, mate. It's like we've held back playing this way till after Christmas. It's like we've held back playing this way, and then we just let the shackles totally off after we've got to come back.
I think it's confidence, Liam. I think it's confidence, and I'm just enjoying the moment, and I think we said at the start of the season, me, you, and Ryan, it's game by game. You have to take it game by game, and I think that's how Arteta views it as well. He's not silly, is he? He's not going to say, we're going to go and win the title.
No.
I think it's a case of, let's win this game. And then when we've got through that one, let's win this game. You can't, when we look far ahead, which we started to do last season, we stumbled.
Yeah.
You've got to take what's in front of you. None of these games are easy wins. This was just a fantastic performance today.
Oh yeah,
you can't go into every game going, we'll dismantle these, because deep down, everyone that turned round and said 4 or 5-0 or 6-0 or 10-0, even the lunatics, they'll turn round, and you still have in the back of your mind, let's get off to a good start. Because you just don't know. You just don't know. So, roll on Saturday.
Indeed.
I get to share an orange juice with Liam.
You definitely do, mate. You definitely do. I do think, though, that I think we've got to take a lot of expectation off from the fan base that Thomas Partey and Jesus needs to be starting games at the moment. I don't see any point thinking that they need to be playing games at the moment, even if we go to Man City. Like, when I look at the Jorginho performances of late and I look at what Havertz is doing up top, do you know what? Don't expect Jesus and Partey to be in that starting lineup, because that's not a foregone conclusion anymore. Like, these two players, Havertz and Jorginho, have been absolutely superb in the last 3 to 4 games, and if anything, they do not deserve to be dropped whatsoever. And I think
if anything, rest Saka. I think if anything, if you're going to give the guys some time to rest and put Jesus in, sit him in there, I think that's where you've got that chance to move around a bit, and then you have Havertz and Jesus can flitter around, because they're both versatile. It all depends. It could depend on the situation with Martinelli, couldn't it? after this one, see how that sits. But then you could have Trossard sitting in there. So at the moment, we're in a really nice position. That's the thing.
We were saying, I think it's probably my thoughts are Trossard starting at the weekend. If Martinelli starts and he's fine, great.
Yeah, off we go. Yeah,
but the way that he went off didn't look too grand, and at the minute, I reckon Trossard starts at the minute.
Let's say, right. Why risk a knock as well?
Yeah, or make whatever's happened tonight, even worse, or possibly 100%. Worse.
If you've got a player there to do it, just
let it happen.
Yeah, definitely. Right, I'll bet mate's shift.
Yeah, I'm going to close up, guys. Obviously, what a great evening for the Arsenal. I don't think we've seen the first half like that for I can't remember many years, but absolutely unbelievable. And well done to obviously the players, the gaffer, and all the coaching staff for another comprehensive victory. So we go to Saturday now, where the mighty Joel will be there. So I'm looking forward to seeing you, mate.
And you, mate.
We'll be talking during the week. I just want to thank Stu for coming on and being the perfect gentleman and stand the whole show, mate. Thank you very much.
No worries. Been a pleasure. Thanks for having us. Cheers, Joel. Nice to meet you.
And you, mate. Thank you.
And I just want to say thank you to everyone else who's obviously joined in the chat, the streams, the Twitter stream. I've just looked at my Twitter stream. We've had over 2,250 people come on tonight just through Twitter alone. So that's absolutely incredible. And hopefully Ryan will be back very soon as well. So it'd be great to see him back.
Big shout out to Ryan.
Yeah, big shout out. Sorry, mate, you didn't get your 10-0, but you'll have to do with 6, mate.
Yeah, fucking lunatic.
But do you know what, guys? That's 17 goals in 3 away games. Who says we can't score? Good night.
Good night, guys.